Simon, frustrating night for the Hawks. How do you begin to assess on the game?
Frustrating is putting it very politely. I don't want to be too harsh, but unfortunately that is a performance that we've seen a little bit too often this season. I believe that's the first home game they've won all season, so that's another record that we've broke. So yeah, I think frustrating pretty much sums it up after what was a very positive performance on Saturday. We had a good old chat, the build up to it. We thought we'd maybe turned a little corner, and then someone put the no entry signs up tonight. So yeah, frustrating to say the least, on what was a very difficult evening.
Just felt like one of those nights where it just didn't really happen, did it?
No. I think they had a chance within the first minute, and then obviously they scored, 3 minutes, I think, something like that. And yeah, it took us too long to get going. It took us too long to attempt to get to grips with their desire, their willing to win, their want to win. I saw two of their centre halves cheer like they'd scored goals from shielding the ball out of play, which pretty much summed it up. You've got to match that first and foremost. Forget all the technical stuff, forget all the ability that we believe we've got in that dressing room. You've got to match that intensity and that will to win, and unfortunately tonight we haven't.
Is that the most frustrating factor, because Notts County was so positive on Saturday and then this turns out today?
Yeah, I mean, again, I don't want to be too negative. There's no point, but I said before the game, Notts County, Ebbsfleet away, those games are the easy ones. They're the easy games where you're playing against bigger teams that you're not necessarily expected to win. I think we made a point that we were probably underdogs in those games. They've been our two best performances. Saturday was good without being spectacular, but today we just didn't match them in any department. And like I said, if you're not willing to run and fight and scrap and win headers and tackles, then forget the rest. And we just fell short a little bit tonight on that front.
And just a couple of shots on target as well. It was very frustrating at the back, but credit as well to Hemel, because they kept their shape very well.
Yeah, I have to give Tommy Wright some credit. I think he was probably the only one who can come out with some credit tonight. He kept going, he kept working. He didn't have many players around him, but he kept going and he had moments. But as a team, as a collective, it just wasn't good enough. But again, I'm going to give credit to Hemel and Lee, who I know well. They were up for it, as they were when they played us at our place. And if you don't match the enthusiasm and their will to win, I mean, like I said, they were celebrating clearances like they'd scored goals, and I love seeing that not from the opposite team. I'd like to see it from our own team, but I love seeing that. I think that proves a real will to win, and we've got to match that, because teams are going to do that to us every week. We're seen as one of the big dogs, one of the big boys in this league, and there's no such thing. If you don't match that, no one gives you a divine right to go out and win games of football. You have to go and earn it, and if we don't earn it, forget the rest that comes with it. We won't win enough football matches to get to where we want to be.
And then Saturday, Hempstead United, I suppose for you, just want to get a game in as quickly as possible to get this out of the system, I suppose.
Yeah, I think the positive from tonight, we got no sendings off and no real injuries, so hopefully we'll have a full squad to go at Saturday. But yeah, we've got another game against a team we performed very well against earlier in the season. We'll be in Thursday. We can't really dwell too much on what's happened tonight, because like you say, luckily we've got an opportunity to put it right on Saturday, but I'm sure as a coaching staff we won't be overlooking that performance, because unfortunately it's one that's happened too often.
Simon, appreciate your time. Thank you.